and all my little homies that was, 18, 17, 16, I come home and they have elevated their game. Now they like, oh no, we not doing that no more. We ain't stealing car stereos. If we steal anything, we steal the whole car. And then what we doing is we hitting these jewelry stores, these credit unions, these small banks. We getting money. Word? Like that's how it's happening. Now I come back, I'm infantry, so I got military understanding. So I start figuring out how to plan out these things better for them. And we got real active doing that.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
I left on my aunt to live with my aunt. I mean, and after that, I've been on my own ever since. At 18, I moved out. I had a.
What's your first job you had?
When I moved out, I got $250 Social Security from my father.
From your father.
So I had a $100 a month apartment. I spent $100 on food, and I had $50 in my pocket. And I was going to trade technical college. I was trying to be an auto body and fender. I wanted to do cars. I did that in high school. I know how to paint cars. I know how to work on cars. But I was always intrigued with the cats that was pulling up in the cars. I wanted the car. I didn't want to just work on the car. So my first real job was in the military. I was
How old were you when you went?
19.
19, okay.
Because what happened was being by myself at 18, I had my own pad. I got my girl pregnant.
I was about to say, I know you had your daughter when you went.
Yeah. So I had my girl. Now I got a girl can stay over the house and hang out and all that. And I got her pregnant. I didn't really know you could get somebody pregnant that quick because I hadn't had that much sex. I wasn't really fast in high school. You know?
They didn't teach that in high school back then?
But you're not knocking it down yet. Like the girls in my school would flirt with you, and then at night when at school was over, they getting picked up by grown ass niggas with
in
beards
nice cars.
And shit. Yeah. So I'm like, why you even talking to me in school when you got these grown ass men picking you up after school? So I was like, so I really wasn't able to really get no serious action until I was a 12th grader. A lot of my homies was getting pussy in junior high, and that wasn't me. I wasn't popular yet, I'm gonna be honest. So when I finally could get a constant flow of action, I had to be in the 12th grade because that's when I had a little leverage over the females. So of course I had a pretty girlfriend, and now I got a pad so she can hang out and spend, stay long,
stay the night, the weekend,
and get pregnant. Basically.
How did you feel when she came to you and told you, I'm pregnant?
Well, see, here's the difference. At that point in time, I wanted a baby because I didn't have nobody. I'm by myself. I'm not dealing with any relatives. So I was kind of like the one that was like, cool.
Yeah.
I got somebody. But she was young. She was in the 10th grade. So, that was a trip. But that's when I joined the Army. I did 4 years in the military. And, that was my first job.
Did you have to sit down with the parents?
No, it really wasn't. It wasn't that kind of thing, It was kind of like, we was kids and we was having sex, and that's just how it happens, But it wasn't like, after I came out the Army, me and her were able to make us understand that we was just fucking. We're too young. We're not a couple, So we were able to co-parent the baby and take care of my daughter. Well, see, once I came out the military, I got in the streets. Prior to the military, I was in the streets doing little petty things, but I knew that wasn't going to make no money, and I was going to go to jail. And now that I got this daughter, I need to be responsible. So that's why I enlisted.
How long did you stay in the military?
4 years.
4 years? You didn't want to re-enlist?
No, I did like 2 years. I call it 2 years in, 2 years out, where I was 2 years kind of like gung-ho. But then there was a moment in the military where one of my sergeants told me that you're in here because you can't make it in civilian life. And I was like, that struck me. I was like, that's why I did join, but I can make it, sometimes, we tell people positive stuff, but sometimes you got to tell somebody they're a loser to really activate them.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
Some people that work on it, some people that don't. Some people will go into total depression. That's why you have so many people talk about mental illness now, and they say that you scarred me because you told me I was a loser and whatever. And some people take it and be like, I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Exactly. So that scar hurt me a different way. It was like, yo,
It
man.
motivated you.
But now I come out the Army, and all my little homies that was, 18, 17, 16, I come home and they have elevated their game. Now they like, oh no, we not doing that no more. We ain't stealing car stereos. If we steal anything, we steal the whole car. And then what we doing is we hitting these jewelry stores, these credit unions, these small banks. We getting money. Word? Like that's how it's happening. Now I come back, I'm infantry, so I got military understanding. So I start figuring out how to plan out these things better for them. And we got real active doing that. And I was fortunate, I never got caught. And we did that for about 5 years solid.
And
Wow.
during this time that you were doing this, you weren't even interested in music at that time?
Well, see, music happened during the time I was in the military. When I was in the military, you're in there with people from all over the country. And New York kids would win the military. I was stationed in Hawaii. I was 25th Infantry Division. So there was cats from New York coming that were there in my unit. And they had tapes. And they playing hip hop. This is first generation of hip hop is unrecorded hip hop, meaning just tapes.
Right.
That's the Fearless 4, Treacherous 3,
Herc.
all Cool
Herc.
all that kind of stuff. Then when Sugar Hill Gang hit, it broke. It started to be recorded on wax, but it was all on the tapes in the parks. I was hearing those, so I'm listening. I'm like, that shit sound dope. That shit sound dope. And then they could break dance a little bit. These are military cats. I'm like, I like this shit. Hip hop is very intoxicating. When you see it, when you see the DJing and the graffiti, you like it. Like it makes you like it. I'm like, I want to try it.
What did you think about Curtis Blow when that was going on?
Dope. It was dope. Curtis Blow, Sugar Hill Gang,
Yeah.
King Tim the Third,
Yeah.
Fat. Anything rapping was cool to me. I was like, this is dope. So my plan to come out the military was to be a DJ. So I bought a bunch of stereo equipment in the Army, and I EV speakers, and I'm gonna throw parties. In LA, you had Uncle Jam's Army. And they were throwing these big parties in LA that were at the LA Sports Arena. This is like the big introduction of a rave. 5,000 kids at a dance. Because there's a big market between, 16 and 21. They can't get into a club.
Right.
So these parties were jumping, and LA was active. So I thought I could do that.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He, the reason you see me.